Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for more Miles Edgeworth investigations. So here we go. We're talking to Agent Lang. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? It's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down, spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. Check my volume. Yep, lower the volume. There we go. The way it's bent? Precisely. Apparently a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in this embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet, there's not even a dent in that samurai sword. How do you explain that? Oh yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. But I wish they'd make them out of better stuff, because the spear gets bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab move. Man, I got such an earful from the director for the play for not doing it in the show. The Steel Samurai's special move was changed tonight because of him? Okay, I hope that's the note he made. Ouch! That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back on the topic of the spear. Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se. So all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever. Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place. Ooh, burning the dead! What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There's nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory. That may be your opinion, however. I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. Yeah, because Von Karma convicted innocent people quite a bit. If that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth. You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, that possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damask too, without bending it. So what do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need. Of course. What I need is evidence even Agent Lang can't refute. This is it. It's time to bring this to a close. I got no idea how. My Larry Part 2. It's possible to use the samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. So isn't it only natural that suspicion would fall into the owner of said weapon? He's not wrong. How long do you intend to cling on to that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. There is, and we know what it is. We have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion. That the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword.
Hold it!
You left no stone unturned? Is that a fact?
Not so fast!
If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect, Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all crystal clear for you. Finally get the voice going. Here we go! Press!
Hold it!
May I inquire as to how you are able to make such a claim, Agent Lang? Lang, she says, capable of miracles beyond comprehension. A mysterious creature is man. Rather than man, it's Agent Lang's quotes that are getting increasingly incomprehensible. The human body is a mysterious thing, even with a toy-like sword. It's easy to kill a man if you hit it just the right spot. Which is why I think it's possible to kill with this thing without leaving a dent.
Hold it!
But we can only be sure one way or the other by seeing if the wound matches the sword. I know that. But as long as it's a possibility, I can proclaim it as much as I'd like.
Hold it!
But you must know that your conclusion is wrong. Given the circumstances I'm in, the only people I can trust are my subordinates. Because they're a much more trustworthy bunch than you prosecutors will ever be.
Hold it!
And you call yourself a professional?
Not so fast!
You still don't see, do you, Mr. Prosecutor? You have to earn my trust. And the only way to do that is to show me proof of another possible murder weapon. Another possible murder weapon? In this room, there's only one other thing left. This is going to be a gamble, but I can't withdraw from the game now. You're not going to get me to trust you by the power of your glare alone, you know. Plus, I have other reasons as to why I think the samurai sword is the murder weapon. The blood. There's quite a bit of blood here.
Hold it!
The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword? That's right, even with luminol. Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of I've already outlined. Do I have a problem with Agent Lang's assertion that the samurai sword is the weapon? Yep. If you believe that there's no other door of possibility left to open, then allow me to force one open for you. Huh. And how do you plan to do that? By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon? I hate to repeat myself, but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy, and they've concluded that nothing else could have been used as the weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? Of course! Because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in this investigation. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate mind games, and I don't appreciate it when people like you slander my men. I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigative dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely, that there's something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon. Alright then. I'll play along for now. This real weapon that killed Damas too. What exactly is it? The real murder weapon, which not a single person has yet to purchase? One second. I'm saving. It's either this or the other thing. This is the weapon you're looking for. Lang, she says, one should always perform one's job in a proper manner. And I can't see how it's proper to show me evidence so devoid of potential relation. Was I mistaken? I put the wrong one. Huh. Now then, Miss Prosecutor, I'm going to give you one more chance. Well, only one more, you got that? Because that's all the playtime I've got. Yeah, I must remain calm and think through this carefully. The real weapon that killed the Mask 2 has to be that thing. I just know it. Okay, the butterfly one. Yeah, so do this one then. This is the weapon you're looking for? Then she says one should... Oh, okay, well what the hell am I picking wrong? Oh, the statue did it. The statue was moved, right. No one's allowed to touch this thing. This is it. The national treasure of Alabast. You mean the pre-produced statue? Yes, and as you know, only the ambassador and his secretariat may touch it. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct? You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babal. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in the balance over a stupid fight related to a sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined. Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this. The direction the statue was facing just before and after the crime are different. Are different? And there's only one conclusion I can draw from that. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue. Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's words. He is most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please let's be rational about this. Thing she says. Just go already. Yes, sir. Shifu. Yeah? I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the primitive statue. Huh, I see. Wait, but then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak to the ambassador personally. Save your breath. You may act all weak and frail. That old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you've got to be tough when you're representing your whole country, you know. Agent Lang? What do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. But Shifu, what about causing an international incident? Quiet. I'll take the fall if I have to look to later. Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility, let it be me. Responsibility? We're going to talk in such heavy terms, maybe I should let you. It'd be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. They kinda suck on their own. Alright then, less talk and more investigating. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here. Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a luminol chemiluminescence test on the statue. A luminol test? Ah, good thinking. If the statue is the murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here. Oh, the tip? Huh, looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means that this is the real murder weapon that killed the Mask 2. Indeed. I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill the Mask 2, so the charge remains. We are hardly done examining this statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. Huh, you think so? Okay then, knock yourself out. Yeah, there's a handprint. And what do we have here? This dirty smudge. It looks like a handprint. What's a definitive bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we've got some fingerprints to analyze. Ooh. Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now. It could be Larry, could be not. Hey, forensics guy. I want to get results on these fingerprints ASAP, you hear me? Agent Lang, I have the result. Blah. Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir. Good, and? Sir, about the prints, we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Babalese embassy? The prints belong to him, to Mr. Manny Cochin, sir. But that's... What's going around? What's going on around here? No, that's impossible. Each primitive statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babal's primitive statue. Impossible. It can't be. Okay, so they switched the statues, which means the Alabastrian one was a real one. Larry never once set foot on Babalese soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastrian knife in Babal. And Damas too was killed on Alabastrian soil with Babal's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yatagrasu, who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form. To be continued. Really wish I had water right now. Let's keep going. Saving the game. March 14, 9:21 p.m. Open air stage. I've left the Damas 2 investigation to Francesca and returned to Babal. Suppose my first order of business should be to look into Babal's statue. Mr. Edgeworth! It's okay, what's the situation? Oh, it's great. Investigating is so much fun. In other words, they've made absolutely no progress. We weren't goofing off. Honest, sir. We've been investigating our hearts out. Very well, then. Would you care to give me an update on your investigation? Oh, we've had a really fun time, sir. I knew it. Zero progress. In any case, Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir? You have permission to enter the Alabastrian embassy, is that correct? Yep. As a local detective, I'm helping out with investigating on both sides, sir. Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces of evidence with you. Okay, the lady stuff. They belong to the lady under the pink princess mask. Oh, so that way we don't accidentally use that for this side of the case. Okay. The pink princess? What kind of lady was playing her, sir? The kind that was also playing the role of the Pink Panther yesterday. Oh, understood, sir. If I happen to run into her, I'll give them back to her. And if I don't, then I guess I'll unload them somewhere. He doesn't seem all that enthused to go find her, but I can't blame him. Evidence that has lost their value given the Detective Gumshoe. Oh, yeah. Now then, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore either. What? Are you really going to throw this autograph away? Yes, because that steel samurai was a fake. The samurai's autograph scrunched up into a ball and disposed of. Wait, what? What do you mean by fake? Okay, I lost Kay's voice. This is her voice now. Now then, I believe it's time for a little housekeeping. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Remaining evidence has been rearranged. Interesting. Kay's still the assistant here. Yeah, what's that flower about is the question. Over here, Kay. Okay, let's see here. Interesting. I thought I saw something clip, but no. Bags full of cement powder are stacked up here. I suppose they're for the renovation. Yeah, because I don't smell a drop of gold here, or any other treasure for that matter. Okay, the only scent you should detect in a place like this is the smell of sweat. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! That was a pretty good play on words there. Got me! Don't randomly jump into one of our dialogues like that. Were you eavesdropping on us, Detective Gumshoe? No, it's not like that, sir. It would appear that the stage is also scheduled to be renovated. You know, I would love to perform on a stage like this. Something like the greatest straight thief show. I should think it would be a bad idea for a thief to show their face to the world. So how come so many traffic cones are red and white? That's because they're highly visible from a great distance. Oh, is that why? So then the reason you wear that wine red suit is for visibility's sake? Please don't compare me to a ragged plastic traffic cone. There's a sign here warning passerbys to take precautions around this renovation site. They're really going all out, huh? There's construction going on everywhere. I believe Ambassador Poliano said it was to attract more tourists and visitors. But what can they do with the new stuff they're building? Hey, what do you think they should do, Mr. Edgeworth? How about transforming it into a courthouse? Hey, be serious. But I was being serious. Talk to Kay. Yes? Investigation update. How's the investigation going into the Babylese Secretariat's office, Kay? Well, even though we found a few treasures, they've all been pretty much burnt to crisp. A treasure is a terrible thing to waste. Anyway, is there anything else I should know about? Oh, that's right. You know what I found in that office? A wooden bear carving. It's so cute. Can I have it? Huh? Can I? No, of course you can't. By the sound of things, it appears that there has been no progress in the investigation. Let's talk to Gummy. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. You look like you're enjoying yourself, Detective. Well, I don't have much else that I enjoy as much as a good investigation, sir. So, what did you find out? Oh, well... I take it he has found nothing of any particular use, as usual. Investigation update. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, I got something really interesting for Ambassador Poliano. Oh, and what is this something interesting? Is it coupons? This, sir. Oh! Wow, that's so pretty. I'm so jealous. That's a real treasure there. Why does that flame burn green, Detective? So apparently if you burn the special white crystal oil that they only make in the bowl, it burns this green color, sir. Interesting. So it's a special property of the oil. I suppose this is a ploy to force people to visit the ball, should the oil run out. Hey, Gummy, what about these silhouettes? They stuck some cutouts on the outside of the lantern so it'd project the images. Oh, silhouettes, huh? They are rather pretty, aren't they? Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update on the investigation. Hey, what's wrong, sir? There's something I want you to investigate for me. Do you think you can do that much? Uh-huh. You got it, sir. Hey, that's not fair. Why is Gummy getting to do all the fun stuff? Oh, well, that's because I'm Miss Edgeworth's partner. I can't believe you took advantage of the confusion and stole my role as assistant. I expect the two of you to get along and work together like professionals on this. What, lantern? Okay. Dr. Poliano. Ah, so you're back now, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? You must be tired. Here, with these, you can eat whatever you'd like. And these are discount tickets for our cafeteria. They open tomorrow at 10 in the morning. I appreciate the concern, however these coupons do nothing for me right now. Oh, but come on! That fingering that he does is so creepy to me. Like okay, apparently my hands don't work correctly. I'm zero. I can do this part. I can't do this part. Wait, I can do that. I can't do... Okay, there's something wrong with my brain. Okay, let's just keep going. This opener stage, what function does it serve exactly? Well, normally we use it for a variety of events. It's all to attract that extra bit of attention to Babal. I heard that tonight over the Alabastion Rose Garden, Ambassador Alba was to give a speech. And you know what? Manny told me that I really should give a speech too. Mr. Cochin told you that? Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Because of the fire the Atagarasu started? Exactly. Movie statue. Ambassador Palliano, I'd like to ask you a little more about the primitive statue. Oh, I see. Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that Alabast and Babal used to be one country called Cadopia? Yes, I know that much about your history. Well, the primitive statue belonged to the founders of Cadopia. At least that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed unto the king of Cadopia as a symbol of the country's wealth. So it was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it? Yes, that's right, which is why both countries are so adamant about their claim. We hold the real statue, therefore we hold the right to rule, is the reasoning. It's pretty petty when you think about it, though, I suppose. But if Alabast and Babal were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue? I have no reason to believe so. The primitive statue is even more important now as a key of diplomacy. I wonder if Ambassador Palliano knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy. Perhaps I should try showing him this key and see what he has to say about it. First, Manny. Ambassador Palliano, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you about. Yes? Oh, and don't worry, you can ask me more than just one thing. How about 2 or 3? In exchange, I expect you'll be coming to Babal, yes? Thank you, but just the one thing is all I require. Man Cochin, I'd like to ask you about this man who was your secretary. Sure, I'll tell you what I know. Thank you for your cooperation, Ambassador. He was, well, if I had to put it in one word, he was an able man. If there was ever anything I needed as an ambassador, he was able to get it for me. To think that a man like that had a hand in a smuggling ring right under my nose, going in completely unnoticed. Actually, I suppose because he was an able man, I was unable to detect his dirty dealings. It seems like Mr. Cochin had a very sharp mind. Recently, Manny had been really busy. Since I became the Babali's representative at the Country Unification Council, he's been working tirelessly to cover my work for me. I'm sorry, but what is this Country Unification Policy Council? Oh, well, you see, tonight's events proceeded without a hitch. Our 2 countries were to reunify and become one again. But I guess with how things turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon. I suppose not. The statue. Ambassador Palliano, if you could please take a look at this for me. The primitive statue sitting in Alabast right now actually belongs to Babal. So it would appear. I received a call from Ms. Von Karma about this earlier. Then you will understand why I wish to inspect Babal's primitive statue immediately. Because the statue currently in your country's possession? Yes, well, I've already inspected it myself. And it is definitely a bust statue. I know because it's the real statue. And you're saying that Wabal's was a replica? I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed. I received my orders from the leaders of Wabal, and I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alba at this event. I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight. To say that we could not determine which statue was the real one. Why are you telling me this? Well, because you already figured it out. A statue is just a hollow goat shell. Even if Wabal were to lose face, the reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right in thinking that, aren't I? I'm not making a mistake, right? If you don't know yourself, then I won't pretend to know either. I never thought that by being betrayed by my own secretary, the real symbol of wealth would be given to me. Isn't it simply ironic? Hey, where are you going? Are you heading back to Alabast? Yes, but before I do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what's happened. Wow! Oh, I see. So there's been a murder in both countries using an object from the other country. That's the gist of it. Wabal is just as strict as Alabast in their inspection of the people and things that enter their country. Meaning that somehow both murder weapons were smuggled into the two countries. That's the only logical conclusion that can be drawn. Perhaps the key to the weapon smuggling is the person who traversed both countries. You mean the fake Yatagarasu? In one way or another, the Yatagarasu is connected. Of this I am sure. Now then, where was the first Yatagarasu first spotted? Where's the Yatagarasu? Okay, I'm losing brain function. Oof. Breathe more! I believe it was the Rose Garden at the Alabastian side of the embassy. The garden is just on the other side of this boundary. It's where Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight. At least that's where I heard the Yatagarasu had appeared. In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate the Rose Garden post-haste. Wait, before you go, take a look at this, Mr. Edgeworth. A guitar pick? What is it? My guess is that it's a guitar pick. Oh my god! I guess I was right! My guess is that it's a guitar pick. The Jammin' Ninja. I picked it up just now over there. Do you think it'll be of any use? There's a little water on it, but how did the water get on it? Doesn't look like there's anything it could get wet from around here. I was thinking to have concerts here at this open air stage from time to time, right? Alright, I'll find its owner later. Gotta be, what you call it? Oh yeah, there's one other thing. Miss Edgeworth, would you be willing to hold on to this? What is this? It's misused perfume. It's the bottle that woman left behind and that I found 7 years ago. I thought that one day it'd be of use, some use in tracking her down. So I kept it safe all this time. Thank you, I'd be honored to hold on to it for you. Does perfume expire? Oh, okay, we can go to this area now. There's a green thing. You can't see it because it's small, but see there's a green exit somewhere. Where is the exit? There's the exit. Back over here. Everyone's gone. Can I go up here? No, I cannot. Having a hard time of it cleaning up after the fire. I suppose we should stay out here and investigate the stage some more then. There's nothing. Oh, examine this. This bush looks like the perfect place to hide some sort of treasure, you know? If treasure could be found so easily, wouldn't everyone be able to live life a bit easier? Don't taste my dreams. What is it? Don't tell me you actually found something. Oops, false alarm. Ugh, how could I have let myself get caught up in her wild delusions? Oh, that's the time? Okay, we'll look for a stopping point. Let's just look around a minute. There's a flat panel of VCR and a row of Steel Samurai videos on here. Aren't they worried that if they leave the tapes out on that table like that, the Yatagarasu will make off with them? I honestly doubt the Yatagarasu would want to steal Steel Samurai videotapes. Ah, but that's where you're wrong. The fake Yatagarasu may not want to steal them. But you never know with the real Yatagarasu. Please stop eyeing the tapes with that look of want in your eyes, Kay. Ah, come on. I think I'll be returning to the investigation in Alabas now, but... I know. I'll go back to Babal and do some more investigating there. Guess I should have kept looking around for more flavor text. March 14th, 9:58 p.m. Rose Garden. So if we find a passion flower here, I assume. I see you're back, Miles Edgeworth. Yep. How are things in Babal? Although I can't really say I expect much from Scuffy and that girl. The investigation into Manny Cochin's death hasn't really progressed any. However, the investigation into the Yatagarasu has. Ah yes, the Yatagarasu. Even now, I find it hard to believe. A person who can freely traverse between the two buildings, the countries at will? Preposterous. Well, that's what I came here to investigate. Heard that this is where witnesses claim to have seen the Yatagarasu. That's correct. Ambassador Alba was to give a speech tonight here in Alabast. And that's when the Yatagarasu appeared. Oh, the lantern! There it is. Silhouette lantern right there. The shadow of the mysterious thief appeared, and just as suddenly, it vanished. After that, there was the fire at the Babalese embassy that the Yatagarasu started. I have held that not a single feather from the Yatagarasu shall escape my diligence. Alright, we'll stop right there. Alright, so next time, start from here. So that right there is the game for now. I have fun, hope you have fun watching. That's what's all about, having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.